instrument do you have?
First C flat cornet.
All right, so our cornets or our trumpets have it.
You made me get in there.
Does anyone else have that anywhere in their part yet?
I do, I guess about 2.
Yeah, just this. All right, some of you might find it a little bit later. It kind of sneaks in and out of some of our parts. Also, we were padding on our last a certain rhythm that happens in a certain part. I know they don't always get the melody, but the trombone has beats 1 and 4 quite often in this, so we're going to kind of help them out a little bit. So let's try it one more time. I want us to sing it all together. The first part with the lower part, we're all going to sing that twice, and then we're going to go on to the higher part. 1, 2, ready.
Banuwa, 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 Banuwa.
Excellent. So that is the very first part of our song. All right, so I would like to have trumpets look at measure 1, clarinets look at measure 9, and saxophones at measure 13. 13 does not have the big number, so you're going to kind of have to look a little bit for it. That is where your first melody, or your first part of that occurs. So let's go ahead and turn to the second page of your packet. And towards the bottom here, this part, you're going to want to be looking for your part where this might occur, and we're also going to be listening for where it does if you don't have it. So if I just called you out on what part of the folk songs you have in your part, we're going to call that first part the A section. So you can just say, I have the A section, or later on if you find you have the B section. So that's where we're going to fill that out. All right, so let's kind of go over a little bit about this song before we get too far into it. So Banuwa is a folk song from Liberia, which is in West Africa. You can fill that right in there. Song. All right, so we're going to go over the words for this. If you want to look at the front of your paper again, take a little bit of help.
Yeah, I know.
All right, we're going to echo this one again too. Alana, Nani, Alano.
Alana, Nani, Alana.
Alana, Nani, Alano.
Alana, Nani, Alana.
Great. Does anyone see this in their part anywhere after 17? Really only one instrument that has it anywhere in here.
Claves.
Claves has the rhythm of it, but there's an instrument that has the melody.
Looks like the
See
bells
where?
has it.
Bells has it. The bells
That's
are the
you.
only one who has the actual melody.
You just sing along.
If everyone else looks in their part, I believe it's trumpets and flutes, you have just a bunch of plain quarter notes, like up here. It's very similar, okay? So I want you guys to look at, that's 17, all right? 17. Da, 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 da. All right, that's going to be the same kind of part. We're going to substitute that for the same part the bells have. So we can kind of do it all together. All right, so at 17, I want to hear anyone that has that part. So that would be trumpets. I guess just trumpets. I'll sing it with you, and we'll all join in when our parts come in.
We don't have that.
You have the similar rhythm, so we're kind of going to switch it out to make it a little bit more interesting.
Okay.
All right? So this song comes from a country called Liberia in West Africa, like we said before. So who has an idea of what their main language might be there? I know we're not singing in it right now, but...
English?
Swahili?
Not Swahili. Might be a language that is spoken there, but their main language
French.
is English, just like ours. It is. We'll get into a little bit more of why it might be English a little bit later. There are over 30 other languages spoken there, though. It's a teeny tiny little country, so it's kind of crazy to think, you know, all these different things are going on. So English is their main language.